My pull-ups went backwards. 15 reps down to 12. Over 6 months. Training 6 days a week. Every rep looked perfect. Textbook form. The kind of technique you'd show a beginner. I was doing everything the experts said. Showing up consistently. Tracking every workout. Obsessing over scapular retraction. And I was getting weaker. I was confused. Frustrated. Started wondering if I'd hit some genetic ceiling or if my body was just broken. Then I figured it out. I was making 5 mistakes that fed into each other like a death spiral. And the first one? It's the thing every coach screams at you to prioritize. The day I broke that rule, did the one thing I was told never to do, my strength exploded. But we'll get to that. Mistake number 1, the perfect form trap. Here's what I believe. Perfect form equals safe training. Any breakdown equals injury risk. Must maintain technique on every single rep. If my scapula isn't perfectly retracted, stop the set immediately. The reality? I was stopping sets way too early, never reaching the reps that actually build muscle, and accumulating what I now call junk volume. Lots of pretty reps that did absolutely nothing. Here's what my pull-up sets looked like. Reps 1 to 10, perfect scapula retraction, chest to bar, controlled tempo. Looking good, feeling strong. Rep 11. Starting to slow down, but form is still pristine. Rep 12. Slowing more, chin barely clears the bar, but hey, my form is still perfect. And I'd stop. Can't compromise my form. I probably had 3 to 4 more reps left, right where actual growth happens. Then one day, I tested it. Same pull-up set, but I pushed past the form police screaming in my head. Rep 13. Slight kip at the bottom, grinding hard, rep speed crawling. Rep 14. Mini kip, chin clears by an inch, whole body shaking. Rep 15, barely made it. Definitely not pretty, but still controlled. Rep 16, failed. My mind was blown. I'd been stopping at rep 12 for months thinking I was training hard. I was leaving 4 reps on the table every single set. 4 reps where the real magic happens. Understanding RIR. This changed everything. This is where RIR, reps in reserve, comes in. And understanding it completely changed my training. RIR is simple. How many more reps could you have done before failing? 0 RIR equals complete failure, couldn't do another rep. 1 RIR equals 1 rep left in the tank. 2 RIR equals 2 reps left. 3 RIR equals 3 reps left. Research shows the most effective range for muscle growth is 3 to 1 RIR, especially 2-1 RIR for intermediate and advanced trainees. My problem? I thought I was training at 2 RIR. I was actually at 5 RIR. I was stopping way too early. The key indicator. The involuntary reduction of muscle contraction speed is probably the best indicator that you train hard enough to stimulate muscle growth. In other words, if your rep speed isn't slowing down on the last 2 to 3 reps, you're not training hard enough. Period. And look, if you don't have solid pull-up equipment at home, check out pullup-dip.com. They've got quality dip bars and pull-up stations that can handle you grinding through those last ugly reps. I've been using their gear. It's solid. The controlled breakdown approach. Here's what I learned to do on those last 1 to 2 reps. Allow rep speed to slow naturally. Allow a slight kip at the bottom. Allow not quite full ROM, 95% instead of 100%. Allow minor body English. As long as I could control the negative and stay safe, I pushed. But I kept strict form on advanced skills like planche and front lever progressions, heavy muscle-up catches, and always on the first 8 to 10 reps of any set. The shift was mental. Those last 2 to 3 ugly reps is where the magic happens. That's where your body gets the signal to adapt and grow stronger. But fixing my form obsession only exposed another problem. Mistake number 2, training too often. I was going bananas training 6 days a week. More frequency equals more gains, right? Wrong. I was spreading 20 sets for pulling muscles across 6 days with 0 real intensity. A lot of sets for the week, 0 that actually challenged me. I was always training in a fatigued state, never fresh enough to push hard, never recovered enough to actually progress. I was showing up a lot, but I wasn't training hard. The research backs this up. Muscle growth tends to be best around 6 to 8 hard sets per muscle group per training session. That can be 12 to 24 weekly sets for a frequency of 2 to 3 days per week. So I cut to 3 to 4 days per week with the same weekly volume, but condensed. New approach. Monday pull day with 7 to 8 hard sets. Left the gym feeling absolutely crushed. Thursday pull day again. 7 to 8 hard sets. 14 to 16 weekly sets total, and every single one was productive. The difference? Quality over quantity. Each session actually mattered. And speaking of quality, I was sabotaging that too. Mistake number 3, short rest periods. I was resting 60 to 90 seconds between sets. I thought shorter rest meant harder training, better conditioning, more intensity. The problem? Every set after the first was compromised. With 60 to 90 second rest, my sets looked like this: 12 reps, 10 reps, 8 reps, 6 reps. 36 total reps, and only the last set felt genuinely hard. With 3-minute rest, my sets looked like this: 12 reps, 12 reps, 12 reps, 11 reps. 47 total reps, and every set was productive. That's 11 more reps of quality work. That's the difference between making progress and spinning your wheels. Yes, workouts take longer, but you're training fewer days per week now, and every set actually counts instead of piling up junk volume that looks impressive on paper, but does nothing for your strength. However, mistake number 4, program hopping. I'd work on archer pull-ups for a month, just starting to feel like I was getting somewhere. Then I'd see someone doing typewriter pull-ups and think, ooh, those look sick. Switch immediately, lose all my archer progress. A few weeks later, caught someone's handstand video on Instagram, decided I absolutely needed to learn that right now. And boom, back to square one on everything. Classic me. The pattern repeated for months. My body was confused. My nervous system was confused. I made zero progress on anything because I never stuck with anything long enough to actually get stronger. Stupid doesn't even begin to describe how silly it is to do different exercises every week. What actually works? Stick with the same core movements for 8 to 12 plus weeks minimum. Track them religiously. Add reps every week. Actually see measurable progress. I picked weighted pull-ups, tracked them for 12 weeks, and added 1 to 2 reps every single session. Guess what? I actually got stronger. Mistake number 5, too much volume per session. My old pull day looked like this: regular pull-ups, 3 sets, chin-ups, 3 sets, wide grip pull-ups, 2 sets, neutral grip pull-ups, 2 sets, archer pull-ups, 2 sets. That's 12 sets total, and none of them were truly hard. The research is clear. 4 to 8 sets per muscle group per session is the sweet spot. Anything more than that either will be junk volume or simply won't get any clear benefit. My new approach? Weighted pull-ups, 4 sets. Archer pull-ups, 3 sets. 7 sets total, and every single one counted. The lesson? Don't try to cover insufficient intensity with more sets. Stop doing 15 mediocre sets. Start doing 6 to 8 sets that actually matter. In 12 weeks, here's what changed. Before, pull-ups went from 15 down to 12 reps. Training 6 days a week, always tired, constantly frustrated. After, pull-ups shot up to 18 reps. Training 3 to 4 days a week. Recovered, stronger, confident. The paradox? I was doing less of everything I thought mattered. Less time in the gym, less perfect reps, less rushing between sets. Turns out I was just really good at being mediocre efficiently. Here's your action plan. So what do you actually do with all this? Fix your intensity. Let the last 1 to 2 reps get slightly ugly. Minor kip, incomplete ROM, slower tempo. Chase the feeling of rep speed slowing down. Keep it strict on advanced skills in the first 8 to 10 reps. Cut frequency. Train 3 to 4 days per week, not 6. Same weekly volume, condensed into fewer sessions. Each session should leave you crushed. Rest longer. Take 2 to 4 minutes between sets. Let each set actually count instead of rushing through fatigued reps. Stick with movements. Same exercises for 8 to 12 plus weeks. Track religiously. Add reps or difficulty every single week. Optimal volume. Do 4 to 8 hard sets per muscle per session. That's 12 to 24 total weekly sets per muscle. Quality beats quantity every single time. The real lesson. I was weak because I confused activity with intensity. I chose to push through ugly reps. My pull-ups went from 12 to 18. Your turn. Go full banana. If you want the full system, every progression for push, pull, and squat training laid out step by step. I wrote the Calisthenics Playbook. It's everything I learned going from 12 pull-ups to 18, plus all the programming I wish I had when I started. Links in the description. Go get strong.